Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Kristen, and today I am going to be doing a book versus movie video. And this probably will be the only video that I do this with, so I'm looking forward to doing multiples, but this is the first one that I'm going to be doing, and let's get to it. Okay, so for today's video, I just picked a few books that I have read that are also a movie, and then I'm going to tell you whether I liked the book or if I liked the movie better. So, and then I'm curious to see how many you guys agree with and how many you disagree with. So we'll see about that. So the first one on my list today is The Circle by Dave Eggers, and this one is, I feel like, not all that popular. Like, I haven't seen a lot about the book or the movie. It was a really, really good book, and it was a really, really good movie. It is about a girl who gets a job at a huge tech company that is pretty much known for their, I don't want to say surveillance, but like video technology, and she gets a job there, which is a big deal, and she starts pretty much at the bottom, and then she's given the opportunity to rise in the company, and she does, all due to an incident that happens, really. And throughout this, she meets a guy, and then she just starts to find out something about the company and things about the company and her and this guy, and they kind of want to expose what is happening in the company. So it was a really, really good, really both book and movie, but I'm going to have to say that I enjoyed the book more than the movie. The movie had Emma Watson in it and Tom Hanks, and I think that they were cast really, really well in the movie, but I do like the book better. The book just goes more into detail and keeps you kind of more on edge. So I did really, really like both, but this was definitely, the book for me was better. The next one on my list is The Time Traveler's Wife. This is one of my favorite books. If you want to cry your eyes out, yeah, just this movie made me cry, but the book really just did me in. If you don't know about this one, I feel like this one was popular way back when, but the guy in this book, he time travels, but he's not really in control of it, and he goes back and forth, and he meets a girl in it, and I don't want to give away too much. Just it's a tearjerker, and for me, I enjoyed the book more than I enjoyed the movie. Both, again, were really good, but the book was so just, it tore me up. So if you want to read this one and you haven't yet, be prepared. And if you have watched the movie but you have not read the book, read the book. Like, you know what's going to happen, but it's still going to get you. Like, it's still going to get you. So if you have not read it but you have seen the movie, it is still well worth picking up and reading. So book for me for this one. The next one, I do not have the physical book, but that is The Princess Bride. Y'all, I was recently like looking through trying to find funny books, and I really couldn't think of many that I've read except for this one. The book is hilarious, just like the movie, but for this one, this is such a classic for me, and it is a movie that I truly love. So I'm gonna go with movie. When it comes to Princess Bride, I'm not going to give a synopsis because I just feel like it would be really hard to give a synopsis without giving away just the goldenness of the book and the movie. So yes, Princess Bride, hilarious, one of my favorite all-time movies. It's a classic, and going with the movie on that one. The next book is Ready Player One. I wish that I had read this book before I watched the movie. My husband did, and I think it made the book more enjoyable for him. The movie I thought was awesome. The book is awesome. Now, if you know much about the 80s and stuff, there's a good amount of 80s stuff in the movie, but there's so much more in the book. And it's just so cool how the author ties all of that in. Ready Player One is like, I guess, it's a futuristic, like, sci-fi type movie, but everybody pretty much lives in this online world, and the boy in this one, he is trying to race and find this Easter egg that the creator of the world has put in the game, and whoever is the first to the Easter egg, they get like a bunch of, they get like the keys to the game or own the game, or yeah. So the boy in this book, that's his goal in life, and it's just really, really cool. For me, I know this is kind of a cop-out, but it is a tie for me. I cannot tell you whether or not I loved the movie more than the book or the book more than the movie. I really thoroughly enjoyed both. I suggest that if you've watched the movie, you do read the book. Like I said, there's so many more like 80s things in the book than there is in the movie, and it's just great. It's golden. I don't know how he did it, but it was so good. The next book is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Society. I do not have that book either physically, but this one, I knew the movie was coming out on Netflix, and so I got the book first because I wanted to read the book first. The book was really good. I really like World War II stories, and this one was really good, and the movie was kind of a letdown because the book was so good and I was so ready for it, and I loved the people who were playing in the movie, and the movie was good, but it just wasn't as exciting for me as the book was. I feel like the book did a lot more than the movie did. The movie could have done more and been more aligned to everything that happened in the book. So for that one, the book was way better than the movie. Like I said, it was a little bit of a letdown for me, but the book is truly great. The next one, I don't have the physical copy of this one either, but that is The Never-Ending Story. I feel like if you are in your 30s or you were in late 80s, early 90s baby, then you probably saw The Never-Ending Story. You probably saw all of them. And I lived off of The Never-Ending Story when I was a kid. I even liked them as an adult. And so I decided I'm going to read the book just to see, because I am curious to see how the book is. And this is one where the movie, to me, was just better. I don't know if it's because I did grow up on The Never-Ending Story and it's just kind of close to my heart that the book just didn't do it for me. But the book, to me, just, I don't know, it wasn't as interesting. And I know it's all based off of the book, but it just, I don't know, wasn't as interesting as the movie. So The Never-Ending Story, the movie wins out for me. The book, it was alright. So I'm editing this late at night, and it just came to me, like, how cool would Never-Ending Story be as a remake now? With, like, all the special effects and modernization. That would be such a good movie. Somebody should get on that. And the next one, again, do not have the physical copy, but that is Water for Elephants. And this was a good book. It was a good movie. Well, it was a great book, and it was a good movie. The book was just very, I was in that story with them from the first chapter. Like, I really was, and I was invested in the characters and just all in. And the movie was good, but it wasn't, like, it didn't have me as invested in, like, even the animals as I was in the book. In the book, I like am a person who hates reading or watching anything with animals in it. I mean, I could watch, I know this sounds horrible, but I could watch people fighting in like Game of Thrones style death all day long. But if an animal gets hurt, my heart hurts way too much and I cry way too much. So I typically avoid movies and books with animals in them. And I mean, this one isn't all about the animals. It's not, but it is a big part of it. And I was a bit of a mess through some of it. So such a good book. Very, very captivating, very well written. Going with the book on for that one. And then the last one on my list is Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I read this one a long time ago. As a teacher, I just love this book for just teaching young people about acceptance and being who you are. So I watched this movie, which just came out on Disney Plus, with my daughter, and she's only 6, but we had such good conversations coming out of that movie, and I feel like this book opens up those conversations about being true to who you are, being yourself, and not worrying what other people think of you, and also just caring and loving for other people just because you can, just because you can love people, you can be kind to people, and it will enrich your life. So I do love this book, but the movie to me was so amazing. Just maybe because I've been waiting to see Stargirl come to life, and she was everything that I had hoped for. But it was such a good movie to open up conversations, and it just brought this character to life, and I needed to see her in real life. So for me, with Stargirl, I'm going to go with the movie on this one. It is fairly new to Disney Plus. It is a Disney Plus original, and very, very well done. And if you have kids, and I suggest watching it with them and just having conversations about how can we be true to who we are, how can we focus on kindness to other people, and just doing good for other people, and how that can make you feel good. So Stargirl, going with the movie. So that is all of the ones that I picked for today. I look forward to doing more of these videos. I tried to pick some that aren't like the typical, like I left Harry Potter out, obviously. Like, I didn't want to pick ones that were typical and that everybody maybe has heard of, or everybody has read. Maybe some that people didn't realize were books first before they were movies. So if you have any suggestions for ones that I can do next time, or books that are movies that I haven't read, I would love to hear, and I would love to hear your thoughts on whether you agree or disagree with my choices on this one. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful week, and I will catch you next time.